Hi dear friends, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel Engineering Made Easy. In the last lectures I have discussed various important points about optical fibers and optical fiber communication. You also learned about principle of operation of optical fibers. So in today's lecture I will discuss various kinds of advantages of using optical fiber for the communication purpose in detail. So first let me summarize all the benefits of using optical fibers in communication. After telling you these points, I will discuss each advantage one by one. So these are few advantages. Actually, this is an extensive list of advantages that are offered by optical fiber communication. The first one is the low transmission loss. Okay, so it offers very low losses for transmission when we use optical fibers. Second one is huge potential bandwidth. The bandwidth offered by optical fibers is very large. Third one is small size, low weight and high flexibility. Fourth one, the electrical isolation. And fifth point is security of signal. The signal that we transmit through optical fibers is highly secure. No crosstalk and immunity to interference. It is not interfered by any interference like electromagnetic interference or radio interferences. So it's very immune to these interferences. Seventh is the potential low cost. Eighth one, the reliable system. System is very reliable, easy to maintain. Okay. And ninth one is not attractive for theft. Okay. So you will see what do I mean by these, and we will discuss these points one by one. So our first point is the low transmission losses. So let's discuss this one. Low transmission losses. Okay, this is our first point. So let's discuss low transmission losses. We know that in optical fibers the light rays propagate through total internal reflection phenomena. I have discussed it in my previous lectures. And this total internal reflection offers very low transmission losses because it is a phenomenon that in which the light is totally internally reflected and it does not escape into the another medium, so it offers very low losses. So because of this we need very less repeaters. So the repeater spacing is very large. So the cost and low complexity. Okay. So what do we mean? The total internal reflection offers low losses. Ideally total internal reflection is lossless. So because of this we can have large spacing between the repeaters that we use for to regenerate or reconstruct the weak signals. Okay, so it is used for long distance communication. Okay, so the losses are as low as 0.2 decibel per kilometer. 0.2 decibel per kilometer. So the losses may be so low up to this. Still some losses are present, but are very less. We also have some losses some negligible losses are due to these phenomena like material absorption, linear and non-linear scattering, and fiber band losses. Material absorption, linear and non-linear scattering. Third one is the fiber band losses. These are the three different kinds of phenomena that causes loss, or the reasons that causes loss in optical fibers, although they are negligible losses. Okay, so let's check out the second point, which is nothing but huge potential bandwidth. So how does it offer huge potential bandwidth, and what is it? So our second point is huge potential bandwidth. Okay, so in this, the optical fibers use light as a carrier, which is a high frequency wave. Okay, high frequency signal. We know that information in the message signal modulates the high frequency light rays, optical wave. So it has very high frequency. So because of this high frequency, it can provide high bandwidths, because if the carrier frequency is large, then it can carry more information. And the second point is visible light has very high frequency. So okay, so we know this, and the bandwidth is around 10 raised to the power 14 hertz. Okay, so let's summarize these points. Light rays are used as carrier. As carrier frequency increases, the, you can say, potential bandwidth also increases. So we have a high frequency carrier wave, so the frequency bandwidth is also large, and the bandwidth offered is around 10 raised to the power 14 hertz, which is very large indeed. Okay, the third point is small size, low weight, and high flexibility. Okay, this is our third point. So few points that come under this category are its excuse me, its diameter is very small, which is slightly thicker than the human hair. slightly more than that of human hair. Okay, and so it occupies less space. Because of this, it occupies less space, and are also very lightweight compared to metallic wires. Okay, in comparison to metallic wires, because we know the copper wires are quite heavy, and these optical fibers are made of silica sand, which is nothing but sand. You can say the glass. It is made of because of these it is very lightweight, and not only this, that it is highly flexible, so you can bend it into very smaller radii. Okay, it is easy to transport and store. It is highly flexible, easy to transport or to store because of its low weight and less size, right? And not only this, because of this small size and thin, as it is very thin, the optical fiber network reduces the congestion of a very busy and highly populated place due to its small size. Okay, so reduces congestion at highly populated places. So because of this small size, low weight and high flexibility, we get various kinds of benefits when we use optical fiber communication. Now comes the fourth point, which is electrical isolation. Electrical isolation. So what do we mean by this electrical isolation? As fabricated from glass, we know that it is fabricated, optical fiber is fabricated from glass. Glass is nothing but silica, and silica is nothing but the sand. It is also made by plastic, which are electrically neutral. We can say they are electrical insulators, or the dielectrics. Okay. These are the insulators, so there is no chance that it is electrically isolated. There is no chance of electric shock or short circuit or any kind of sparking hazards. These light rays travel inside the insulator instead of electrical current, as in case of metallic cables. So light travels inside the insulator. Light rays travel inside the insulator, so you can say that there is no chance of any kind of shock or electric shock electrical shock, short circuit, or sparking hazards. Right? So because of this, it provides electrical isolation. Our next point is security of signal. How they can provide high security to the signal. Security to signal. So let's see. It is also very important feature nowadays, where hacking and stealing of information has become a serious threat, but it's not possible when we use optical fiber communication, because unlike two metal conducting wires, the optical fiber uses light rays that propagate inside the core of the fiber and has cladding and protective covering over it. So the message signal transmitted to the optical fiber is highly secure. No one can hack these light rays. So let's write a few points. Propagate inside the core of the fiber. So it is highly secure because hacking of the signal is not possible, because light rays, you cannot hack these light rays which are traveling inside the core. So it is highly secure. Not only this, the only way to steal information is by drawing optical power from the fiber in some invasive way, like by taking out the power from that wire, but this can easily be detected. Okay, we can detect any information if it is leaked. Someone tries to take out the information from the optical fiber. So this signal security feature of a fiber is especially useful for military, banking, and in sending secret messages in other general communication. This is useful especially for military, banking, and sending secret messages. Right? So we have discussed 5 benefits of using optical fiber communication. Now it's time to discuss the 6th benefit. So the 6th benefit is no crosstalk and immunity to interference. The 6th point is no crosstalk and immunity to interference. So what is this? As the light rays propagate through the dielectric, which is silica or the plastic, so there is no chance of any interference in electrically noisy environment. Okay. No interference in electrically noisy environment. These interferences may be either the electromagnetic interference EMI or radio frequency interference RFI. No effect due to electromagnetic interference or radio frequency interference. RF, it is not affected because there is nothing of electrical nature inside, because light is traveling inside a dielectric. So how can these affect it? Signal is not affected, so it's highly immune to such interferences. Not only this, optical fibers can be cabled together without any crosstalk, since we can easily prevent any optical interference between these fibers. So can be cabled together without any crosstalk. Fibers can be cabled together there is no possibility of crosstalk because we can control it. Okay. Cabling means joining more than lots of wires, lots of fibers together to transmit more information. So we can cable them very tightly without any crosstalk. Now comes the seventh point, the potential low cost. Potential low cost. So let's see this. Optical fibers are made of we know that are made of silica or sand, so which is very easily available in nature or in plant. It is available in plenty, so it is very cheap. Very cheap and in plenty. It is available in plenty and low losses, so very suitable for long distance communication, as they need less repeaters because of these low losses, so that reduces the communication system cost significantly. Repeaters and other electronics is required in less amount, so it further reduces the cost, as repeaters and electronics, associated electronics for improving the signal and other purposes cost very high, so this cost is reduced because of low losses. It is not required. Okay. Due to small size and less weight and high flexibility, the cost of transportation, handling, storage and installation is also reduced to great extent. The cost of transportation, because of its small size and weight, offers low cost of transportation, storage, handling, storage, okay, and also installation. So not only this, but the cost, but it is okay, but there is some problems or something that are expensive in this communication. This is the cost of high cost of optical source like laser, and the receiver like photodiodes, and not only this, it is fiber connectors and couplers. It is also large. This is some negative thing about it, some disadvantage. Laser and photodiodes, fiber connectors, and couplers. These are expensive. Okay, this is a thing which makes it a little bit expensive in comparison to metallic wire communication, but in overall, low cost of maintenance and fibers and less repeaters makes the system less costly. Okay, so we have discussed 7 points up to now. Now it's time to see the 8th point, which is a reliable system. The 8th point is reliable system. The system is quite reliable. That's offered by the optical fibers. 8th point. Reliable system. So how it offers a reliable system, let's see. Due to low losses in optical fibers, the intermediate repeaters or the amplifiers and other associated electronics required is less. This greatly improves the reliability of the system. Okay. Less repeaters, amplifiers and other electronics is required less, which makes it more reliable, because as the number of things increases, as the number of electronic items, electronic equipments increases, surely it becomes more or less reliable. So it has less these electronics, so it becomes naturally more reliable system. And the optical fiber communication is highly reliable, as it can function normally for about 20 to 30 years. Due to improved reliability, the maintenance cost is also reduced. It can work for 20 to 30 years. Okay, 20 to 30 years it can work normally, and because of this high reliability, reduces the maintenance the amount of maintenance is reduced, and also the cost, maintenance cost. Okay, high reliability reduces the maintenance and maintenance cost. So this is one more advantage. Now see the ninth advantage that is offered by the optical fibers, which is not attractive for theft. Why it is not attractive? You know the answer. Because as we know that optical fibers are made of silica or plastic, and silica is what? Silica is just sand, which is found in abundance in nature, so it is very cheap. Okay, glass, silica and plastic are very cheap and are found in abundance in nature. If we compare this thing to the metallic wires made of copper, then it is really very less expensive. Okay, so there's no chance that someone would steal it. No one gonna steal these cheap wires. Okay, so these were the 9 benefits of adopting optical fiber communication. All these advantages are enough to encourage us to replace metal conducting wires with optical fibers. In the next videos, I will discuss some other important topics and concepts. So get connected by subscribing my channel Engineering Made Easy, and please like and share the video if you found it useful. Your valuable comments are also welcomed for any query or suggestion. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.